Hi, I am Amber Meyer, and it is time for your Akashic Record and Angel reading for the collective for the week of April 24th through 30th. And so I opened up the Akashic Records, I invited the angels in, and I asked what love, wisdom, and healing is for our highest good this week. And your angels and guides of the Akashic Records are here this week to light the path for you. They're showing me that there are many of you that are feeling stuck and don't know what direction to go. Some of you are almost feeling drowned in too many options, too many choices. And others are feeling like they're stuck with few options and none of them are feeling very good. If you feel like you have too many choices, you're likely ruminating on what choice is the right choice for you. While we are focused on wanting to make the right choice, it's easy for us to fall into the trap of worrying about making the wrong choice. It is the worry that keeps you stuck. Your angels want you to start to have greater self-awareness for when you go into worry, to simply observe yourself without judgment, to bring some curiosity into the observation instead. Looks like Vargas is going to join us now. And so bringing this curiosity in instead, and that might look more like, oh, look, there I am going into worry. Let me focus on the positive outcome that I want instead. So instead of fretting on what the right choice is, focus on all the amazing possibilities that are in front of you and know that each one of them will bring you really beautiful outcomes. Then simply choose one because you can't really go wrong and start to take action towards it. If you find yourself a little bit more on the other side of the spectrum where you're finding yourself feeling more limited, like maybe you only have one or two choices, your angels and guides are asking you to work with them to help you open up your perspective of what's possible for you. This black and white thinking might look like a conversation in your head that might sound like, I'm miserable in my job. Either I have to stay there forever and continue to be miserable, or I could quit and be miserable because I would struggle to bring in income. If you're finding yourself more in this or that thinking or this black and white thinking, call on your angels and ask them to show you the wide spectrum of other possibilities that are available to you now to help you really get out of thinking this type of thinking that's keeping you stuck. So Archangel Uriel is joining us today and this week, and he says that there are two things that are really keeping you stuck right now. One is focusing on what you don't want rather than what you do want. This normally shows up as worry. So if you find yourself regularly going into worry, become really aware of it and intentionally shift your thinking to what you do want. This retrains your brain to look for the good and to stay positive. And the second thing that Archangel Uriel is saying that's keeping you stuck is not taking any action. He says not taking action is a decision. It is a choice. And it is that decision, that choice, that is keeping you stuck. He's being clear. The issue isn't that you can't make a choice or a decision on a direction to take. The issue is that you've made the choice to not make a decision. He says we can't expect things to happen in our lives if we act as a passive bystander. Our power is in our choices. Our choices lead to action and energy moving. It is our choices that lead us to feeling empowered in our lives. And so Archangel Uriel says the path is illuminated once you make a choice, and that making any choice is better than not making any choices at all. He says you can always make different choices as you go to change the direction of your path, but you have to start to walk the path to get anywhere. And Archangel Uriel is reminding you to call him in for support this week. that even though ultimately the choice is yours to make, he can help illuminate the choices that carry the most truth and the most passion for you. And so, best wishes in moving forward on your path this week. Until next week, lots of love to you.